Hello there. We are at Classic Cooking Academy today. If you've never heard of it, it's located right in the middle of McDowell Mountain Ranch. It's one of the premier cooking schools in Arizona. And today I'm going to give you a sneak peek inside. I'm Christine Espinoza. I'm with Helene's team at Remax Fine Properties. We specialize in McDowell Mountain Ranch and like to let everyone know about all the cool things we have in our neighborhood. So today it's a Classic Cooking Academy. And I'm excited to introduce you to the head chef and owner, Pascal Dino. Did I pronounce it right?
Yes.
Dino. Like, do you know?
Do you know, yes.
Dino. Dino. So Pascal, thanks for letting us crash your party today.
Thanks for coming in.
Can you tell us about your history in the culinary world?
Well, briefly, because I'm getting up there close to retirement, so it could take a long time. Briefly, I trained after high school. I did an apprenticeship at the Ritz Hotel in Paris and worked in Europe for a couple of years. And then I heard about a program that Cornell University had in the mid-70s for people that had a bachelor degree in hospitality, foreign students. So I decided to come, and I had met a guy actually who had gone through that program, and I decided to come to the US to go to this program and eventually go back to Europe. And it was 1975 when I came here. The food scene was... It was New Jersey, New York, and even Washington, D.C. I mean, there was all those towns that like 2-3 top French restaurants, 2-3 top Italian restaurants, and that was it. Everything else was just pizza and bad food. Times
have changed.
Yes, yes. And the good thing is, so it was really the perfect time for a young chef. The long story short, I ended up in 1980. Actually, I scored a job of executive chef at the Hay Adams Hotel, right across the street from the White House, and that really launched my career. And after this, actually, very quickly after this, in '81, I went into teaching, and we started a school in Maryland of a program very similar to what we do in France. At the time, there was only one school, the Culinary Institute of America, and the teaching was slightly different. So I've been pretty much into teaching since 1980.
Wow. And then what brought you to Arizona and to open this school?
Well, originally in 8 years ago now, I decided with my wife and my family to come to Arizona. And originally it was retirement.
Like many people, moved to Arizona to retire.
And retirement, I don't know what I would have done for the last 11 years if I didn't have a school. So retirement was kind of slow and boring, so I quickly decided to do some consulting, and I missed this. So we just took a little store and started this school, and we expanded since, and we have a little restaurant. And we're thinking actually of expanding again on the other side.
And the location of the school is where, Christine?
The location of the Classic Cooking School is in McDowell Mountain Ranch. It's right off of McDowell Mountain Ranch Road and 105th Street. It's on the southwest corner. And it's been here for a long time, and a lot of people in the neighborhood and from all over the place really come here to take part in their programs. The 6-month program, which I'm going to ask you about in a minute, is one I know that I've wanted to do for a long time. It's just quite a commitment because it's 6 months and it's once a week. But everyone I know who's done that has been able to, once you complete that, you can cook anything. You can just walk into a kitchen like one of those cool shows. I forget what they're called. You know, those shows where people go in and they just make up these recipes out of the ingredients they're given. You should be able to do that by the time you're done. I know Helene went through your course.
Yes, she did.
She has not invited me over for a gourmet dinner, Helene, but I'll work on her for that. But tell us about that class. That's your most famous class,
the most
right?
comprehensive, the most intensive. The students meet here once a week for 6 months, and we work exclusively on techniques. Today class, actually, we're going to go in the kitchen and see the student work. Today we were talking about veal and pork. Last week was beef, next week will be lamb, So each week has a subject, and we cover everything from every primal cut, and whether it's moist heat cooking, dry heat method, etc. And then, as I said, we teach without a recipe. But there is a progression. I mean, in the beginning we talk, of course, about ingredients, understanding what butter is, what milk is, how to cook with different ingredients, cooking with protein, cooking with fat, cooking with acid. And when I say acid, I'm talking about wine, tomatoes, things like this. There are techniques in classical cooking, whether it's French, Italian, or whatever, that one needs to respect. You can't just throw things together and expect to be top quality.
Right.
It could happen.
Okay, so you just mentioned a lot of meat. Do you have any class like
Definitely.
vegan or vegetarian?
In the 24 weeks, I mean that's 6 months. I spent 3 weeks on vegetable, 3 weeks on eggs, a week on grain, we do a week on Asian cooking. We do some sushi, doing some deep fried egg roll and things like this. Understanding basic Chinese and Asian ingredients and how to use them, and then we finish with a few classes on pastry. And that's the little jumping board to take a pastry class. Wow,
that sounds so cool. Now, I know you have, because I've been to one where it was just one night and you can come and make pizza.
Yes.
Are you still doing that?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
tell us about those.
Every Friday night, we have, most Friday night, we have what we call the gourmet class, where we have a specific menu. And we limit to 25 people because of the size of our kitchen. And people come, sit down, we give them a drink, and then we explain the menu. Everybody goes in the kitchen, and everybody has a little station, and you do part of the dinner. It's a lot of fun.
And you do different things each Friday, or
yes,
is it the same?
It's a different menu each time, so people keep coming back. And you were talking actually about being here for a while. We do quite a few private parties as well. And a couple of weeks ago, actually, we did a Sweet 16 of a young lady who was here when she was 8 years old in the kids' camp.
For the kids' class.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they have a kids' camp too.
She came to the kids' classes and decided and asked her mom, say, for my 16th birthday, I want to go back there and do a cooking class with my friends.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was a lot of fun.
So you can have a private party here. I bet it's great for like corporate team building or birthday parties.
Yes, we do a lot of this, and this is really the great town city for it, since there is constantly visitors and conventions and winter long is our busy time, of course.
Now, I heard there's also a wine pairing class. That sounds interesting.
On Saturday night, most Saturday night, we pair 5 courses with 5 wines. So we taste a bunch of wines, we pick 5 wines, and I pair 5 dishes to go with it. Now that's not a hands-on menu. Obviously, the food is ready, and people sit down. I or whatever chef does present the menu comes out before each course, explain the idea of the food, how it was prepared, and the idea with the wine. And we have a sommelier who talks about the
nice.
wine.
And is it different wines from different wineries?
Yes. Once in a while we would do a South African dinner or Argentine dinner or Chilean or French. But most of the time we just try to find affordable wine that are really wonderful. I mean, there is really no need to spend a fortune. 2 weeks ago, all the wine we had on our menu were under $13.
Wow, that's pretty
resale.
good.
Yes. And we also have a resale license so people can buy the wine.
Oh, that's nice.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I'm actually very, very excited. I worked on the East Coast for many, many years, most of my life. And very excited I found here way more interesting wine. Partly from California, here in Arizona.
Right.
But never make it all the way to the East Coast.
Oh, really? I figure nowadays it just goes everywhere, but you do get more here?
Well, yes. We've actually done an Arizona wine dinner not long ago.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Interestingly, 12 years ago when I first came here, there was 4 wineries. There's over 80 now in Arizona.
That's what I heard. Wilcox is a big area for wines, and then where's the other one that...
Mostly the Valle Verde, north of here.
Okay.
But the top region is going to be Wilcox and Sonoita, Elgin, which is basically east of Tucson.
Right, okay. And they're not bad. I tried some. I used to think, Arizona wines, but I've had some and they're pretty good.
They were very nice. Yeah, they're a little pricey because, when you start a wine business, it's tough. But I'm sure as they go on, the price will go down. But there is some very interesting stuff.
So tell us about the kids classes. Is there age? Is it how long? Tell us whatever you can tell us.
During the year, we do the same group from 7 to 17. Obviously, in the same classroom, we have 2 instructors, so we keep the little kids together at a few tables and the teenagers on another table because they don't want
And
to work
that's
together.
once a week?
That's once a week on Monday afternoon.
For how long?
2.5 hours to 3 hours.
2.5 hours,
Yeah,
okay.
they'll cook their own dinner as well, their own meal.
Oh, that's
And we
great.
also try to show them healthy food, stay away from sugar, food coloring.
Oh,
soda.
I have to send my boys to this. That's awesome. You send your kids here,
It's
couple hours, and then they come home and can make you dinner.
Yeah.
I love this.
yeah.
I'm in.
I'm really amazed. I mean, some kids are really amazing, and also lots of them are watching those TV shows on TV, and there's TV
Right.
shows for kids
They
now.
make it exciting.
They're really into it. Very, it is exciting. I'm very excited to see young kids really being excited about cooking a veal chop or a veal scallopini. I mean, something
Right.
that you wouldn't expect a kid to talk about. They would talk about breaded chicken or pizza.
Exactly. Chicken fingers, macaroni and cheese. So is it mainly boys or mainly girls, or do you have boys and girls?
Boys and girls.
Okay.
Yes. And during the summer, we have 2 months in the summer, June and July. We do an intensive course 5 days a week.
Oh,
4
for
days,
kids, like
pardon
a
me.
summer camp for kids?
Yes, and then the first, so it works by a week. So the first 3 days, they have a different menu each day. And the fourth day, we give them a basket with all kinds of ingredients that they had in the
Oh,
first
just
3
like that
days.
show.
Exactly.
That's
and
so
they
cool.
Each little group make their own lunch.
Okay, so is it Monday through Friday?
That's Monday through Thursday.
And what are the hours?
Well, we do the young kids in the morning and the teens in the afternoon.
Okay, so parents, if you're still looking for summer camps to sign your kids up for, you have room still,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Well, the first week is already booked, but yes, I believe.
Okay, so give them a call. Sign up your kids. Okay, so now let's go back and check out the kitchen. And we have one of the classes. This is one of the smaller classes, right? There's only
Yes,
about
I
5
only have.
students.
Well, I've got 3 missing today, but.
Okay, but normally the nighttime class, they have about 20.
We have 16 actually.
16,
Last night
okay.
I had 16 students. Yeah.
Okay, so these students are letting us come in and peek what they're doing.
They're cooking veal and pork.
Okay, let's check it out.
Come on in.
Oh, we forgot to put that little light on. We're doing a Facebook Live video.
They're students.
Hi. We're doing a Facebook Live video in the kitchen, behind the scenes, making veal.
Well, we have a bunch of different veal. There's some veal saltimbocca, some piccata, some veal marsala. We're doing a.
Smells so good in here. Excuse me. Are you enjoying the class? We love it. We'll do a quick in and out. Nothing worse than when someone's in your way in the kitchen, right?
What did you say?
Okay, say bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you. So, if you are interested in learning more about the Classic Cooking Academy, you can stop by. They're here usually. Pascal and his wife Donna are here almost every day, right?
I mean, yes, pretty much.
And if you want to call to get more information, what's your phone number, Pascal?
480-502-0177.
Great. So thank you for stopping by and watching our video. And I'm Christine Espinoza with Helene's team at Remax Fine Properties. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Have a great day.